Society Stitchers. I'm Katie,
I'm Laura.
I'm Athena.
and we're the Black Needle Society, and we're here to do our 12 Days of Stitching wrap up. Okay, so first up was Deck the Halls from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Yes, my device has the fun little rainbow.
We have a
Shield
glass
on it.
screen protector, so it makes a rainbow.
That's the piece. I'm gonna say that this is probably the one that I didn't put stitches in like I was supposed to this time around. I got it started, and then I was injured the first couple of weeks, or the first couple of days of this, and I didn't end up stitching more than that.
But look at Katie's pretty fabric from Fabric.
That fabric is gorgeous.
It is.
Love it.
And I loved stitching on it. It's a really nice fabric.
Yeah.
So my fabric's also from Fabric Flair, but I went a little more, I don't know. I just went a different feel, a little more nostalgic maybe. And I start at the bottom. So I have part of the word gingerbread stitched.
Nice. Okay. We're going fast. Sorry, I was too busy watching you guys. It wasn't.
Look at that.
So my first one was Happy Christmas, You Filthy Muggle.
Oh,
This is my up to X stitch. And this is on black 18 count Ada. And that's what I got done. Just right
It
there.
looks like a face.
it does look like a face. I love that.
It looks like a mad face, they said. So
Yeah.
I need to get some more done on that so it doesn't look like a mad face anymore.
Since I pulled mine out, do you want
Yeah.
to pull? So day 2.
We both stitched on Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs.
We did not do this for the whole month if you haven't
No.
watched. So
So this is how far I got. Nope.
I
This
was
way.
going to ask if it was at the bottom.
No. So before I started all of my projects during one crazy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I got all of this brown on the side done, and then this is one of those ones that I had to fight for stitches, and so I got the green leaves in.
So there were times when we would get on to film our videos and Katie would be stitching and we would chat with Athena for 30 or 45 minutes. There's mine. I decided to get the house built and I got that little bow done. So I felt pretty good about that.
Nice. My next one is Mr. Jingles. No, just Jingles. I call him Mr. Jingles.
Call me.
So proper to me. You call me Mr. Jingles. And this is by Rosie and Me Creations. And this is on a 16 count fabric flare. I don't know how much you're getting the sparkle, but that's upside down. There we go. Reindeer.
This is from Fabric Flare also?
Yep. This is fabric flare. This is Pond Slushy.
Oh, fun.
And it's got some sparkle to it, but this sparkle is almost like woven in rather than, I mean, it's almost like someone dusted it with glitter, I guess.
Oh,
It doesn't really look like other sparkly fabrics. It's very subtle, very subtle. I love it.
okay. So I wonder if that's true because when you look at their website, you have a section for add-ons.
No.
That's a drop down on several fabrics.
Well, you just have the option to get it with sparkle or
So
not.
you have an option to get it with sparkles or not. And it would be the same fabric either way. So
And the glitter doesn't come off on you. So yeah, it doesn't come off. So I don't know. I don't know how they do that. Magic.
Also, if you see me making faces during this, I rolled my ankle this morning because I need to live in a bubble. So it's not commentary on anybody's stitching. Second of all, third project, I stitched on also Deck the Halls from Satsuma. There we go.
Love that one.
and this is what moved us to have that prompt is that we noticed we had multiple projects called Deck the Halls.
So we thought, surely everybody out there had something called Deck the Halls and they may just not even realize it.
Or they could do something that
Yeah.
they thought fit with that. So
I chose to do mine on color and cotton fabric. I can't remember the name of it. It's like dark plum or something.
it's beautiful.
It is. It's this dark purple, and then I got the outline of the star done and the little heart and the snowflakes.
So
Nice.
sweet. My next one is Christmas Land by Raise the Roof.
Cute.
And I love this. And my fabric is kind I don't think you're really going to get it at all. It's kind of purpley, a purpley gray. And I got the outline of the church and the word Christmas Land. Did that whole roof. I have
Lots
lots
of
of
wonder.
buildings to build in this one.
My number 3 was Coffee Break by Shannon Christine Designs. Of course, I will be changing that to Cocoa when I eventually get there. And this one is going to be a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's the beginning of the cup.
So
And this is 18 count Fabrics by Stephanie. Fabrics by Stephanie. Yep. And it's Briar Rose, 18 count. So that's what I got.
cute.
Okay, my next one. I am not as far as everybody else on this, but I am doing the Frosted Pumpkin Wreath Sal, and this was release number 1. And I was actually very happy with my progress after we filmed this. I went back and worked on it some more. Here you go. And it actually is starting to look like a house.
Nice.
I'm really excited to keep working on this. This is definitely one. So it's going there. I think there are 12 parts. I think it's going to finish in November next year, or maybe we get the finishing instructions in November.
Okay.
Yours looks orangey. Did you have color choices?
Nope. So I'm wondering if I used the right thread or not. But anyway, I swear I did, but I stitched on this really late at night.
It's a pink house.
Anyway,
That's what I'm gonna say.
It's 12. It's 12 release, and I think the last one is like fully finishing instructions.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to work on this every month. We actually got release number 2 in December, so I'm behind. But hopefully I can catch up.
And it's the great big bow at the bottom. My next one is Stars Over Pines, which is a complementary pattern courtesy of Blue Ribbon Designs. And I'll just show you. There it is, there in the corner.
Off camera. There you go.
Well, I had it on and then I turned it. So
Yeah.
Do that.
and I didn't make a very big start on this one. This is when I could not get my rhythm going and I was tired. And this is 30 count Maritime White. It called for 40 count, but I had 30 count in my stash, so I used it.
Nice. I'm looking at some of my starts as I'm pulling them out, and I'm like, these are just laughable.
Right. That's how I felt about my first like 2 or 3 here.
So my next one was Looks Like Christmas from Shannon Christine. And yeah, this is let's see. I think it goes this way. Or that way. I don't know. It goes some way. It's a tree. There you go.
It's pretty.
Okay.
The green is beautiful on there.
It's funny you don't know which way that goes, because my next
Yeah,
one that we all had a good laugh over, not knowing which way it
I
goes.
feel like, yeah, I have no clue. It may go this way. I'll have to look at the pattern when I pull it back out
We'll
again.
figure out
But
just
this
which way.
fabric
It's
is yeah, it might go this way because my fabric does go this way and it is a longer piece. So that might be right.
Can I tell you that I put one of these little quilting clips
Oh, there you
either
go.
on the top or on the left because that's my
Yeah.
preferred side.
I think once I look at the pattern, I'll figure it out. But this is 18 count Ada that I dyed myself.
Because you're a whiz at that. You're a genius.
Okay, next up for me, it's funny. It's so funny that you didn't know which direction, because we all laughed because I couldn't figure out which direction this project went.
It's the thorax.
It is. So I took your advice and I put my needle binder at the top of it.
There you go.
So yes, this is how much I got done on the thorax of Queen Bee. It is the whole pattern, so I just have to fill in all the yellow now around it.
Nice.
You did really well.
I feel like you can tell where I started to actually like feel better and be more equipped to stitch. That was like last round with the wreath is where I finally was like, okay, no, I can really do this now.
My next one is Bendy Stitchy trimming the tree.
Cute.
That's what it looks like. And mine is still in the hoop. I took this to school with me, and while I sat in and supervised 5th grade lunch, I filled in that snowman. So this one got a
Nice.
few extra days of love, and that's why the snowman is filled in. So
Awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of white.
yeah.
My next one was Holly Jolly All Year Long by AB Designs. And this is a 18 count Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch, and it's an opalescent one too. So,
And you are doing
all I
all
got.
of these on one piece, right?
Yes. Yep. Yep. They'll all be. And I did get the January one, which oddly enough is not number 2. But I got the January one. So maybe if I get the words all the way done, I can start on January in January.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably have this out. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
then
Cabin in the Woods?
no. Next up, this is when we got things switched
Off
around.
a little,
yeah.
huh?
So next up for me was Mr. Marshmallow. Which, oh my gosh, this cup was a beast. And
I feel like that snowman is going to be a beast too.
I don't know. We'll see. But I am so glad we had one of our stitching evenings because it is the only reason that I got this cup as far as I did. It still needs a handle, but the whole like solid base of it is done. It's just like,
Nice.
just keep stitching, just keep stitching.
We love our chat groups
Yes.
because if you choose the right project, you really can get a lot done.
And it doesn't feel quite so bad when you're doing the solid stitching on
Mhm.
something. Yeah. So, but I was gonna say, oh, I got opalescent Kermit because that was all I could.
Yes.
I wanted Kermit because that's what the project called for. But opalescent was all I could get.
And what count?
I think
I was
it's
thinking
28.
Really? I was thinking it was smaller.
I think
Okay.
it's 28. Yep.
Okay, so my next one is Cabin in the Woods from Tiny Modernist, and I'm glad I'm showing mine first because I have a little scrap of fabric. Oh no, this was from a Fabric of the Month Club like 100 years ago. This is R&R Snowy Sky hand-dyed linen. Look, you can't even see my piece. There it is. And I'm using a 12 for all of the white in it.
Ooh, nice.
So it should end up being really pretty.
Oh shoot. My turn. You
You're
guys, I was like,
oh, aren't you?
I'm just gonna sleep through this whole thing. I think that's what's gonna happen. Okay, my next one was the Truckin' Along series, December. And I did start with this piece down here. Let me get it out because I wasn't paying attention. I have a little bit of a truck. I think it goes that way. I have just a little bit of a truck.
Yeah, because that's the
That's it.
door window, right?
Yep, that's the door window. I'm telling you, these starts are laughable, but some nights I came home from work and I was just like, yeah, you're getting one strand and that's all I got in me. Sorry.
My next one is Flamingo Bells.
Ah.
So I was stitching on this one while I was watching oh my gosh, The Queen's Gambit for the first time. I haven't watched it again, so it's the only time I've watched it. But I got sucked in and I got a lot done the first time I worked on it. And then recently I started a stash dive and I pulled out the projects that I started this year that I thought I could actually have a finish on before the year ends. And Flamingo Bells was one of them. And I actually did finish it during our chat on Saturday.
It's so cute.
I must have signed off before you finished.
Yep.
Yay.
And look at the candy cane legs. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's so cute. Those stitch up really fast. They remind me of the Scary Apothecary and the Secret Santas. They just stitch so fast. Like I think you only need like 2 or 3 days and they're done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I put in a decent number of hours each day, but it felt nice to stitch on it. It didn't feel like I was getting bogged down. I was still able to
yeah.
enjoy the chat and all of that. So
Mhm.
it was a really fun project. Oh, and I did mine on Lily Pad, I think,
Mhm.
from Witchelt. But I don't know what count because I just let Kathy at CC and Company choose for me.
Whatever she had, that's
Yes.
what you're
I told her
using.
I want a light green, and I was like, I would prefer 28 or 32 count. And she checked her drawers for me, and she was like, well, what about this? And I was like, perfect. I have no idea what count this is.
Okay, my next one is the greenhouse on plaid tidings from Little Stitch Girl. And it fit the prompts. That's where we were going with that. And I did this during chat one night. So I have a lot of this house done. And what I think I'm going to do is put all 3 in a row. This is 32 count. I want to say it's like Stellar something, Sterling.
Okay.
I don't know from Picture This Plus, but I think I'm going to put all 3 in a row. So probably either I'm completely leaving off that border all the way around, or I'm just putting the bottom row.
Yeah. So I have not picked mine out, but I found out while showing this last time, because we started this one together. I have the wrong colors in there. I used 3 greens instead of one of them should be a black. So I have to pick out one of the greens and
Keep
put
it
some
that way
black.
and just make it an original.
Or it could be that way too. I don't know. We'll see. It's not that much in there. So, and this was 18 count polka dots. Gray polka dots. There you go. I have no idea who from.
My next one was Winter Blooms by the Blue Flower, which was in our box this year. So pretty. I did not get a huge start on this one, but I got Bloom and part of the A next to it.
I love the fabric that she chose.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
And it's 40 count.
Yes, driftwood
from Color and Cotton.
Yeah.
So
nice.
My next one is Christmas fruit I can't say it. Christmas fruit basket from Threadwork Primitives.
How did you?
I love because I was reading Threadwork and Primitives at the same time I was reading Basket. I love Threadwork Primitives, and this one went super fast. This is seriously a couple of days. And if I would put just a little more in, it would be done.
You could do what I'm doing. I'm doing race to finish or race
to the finish, right?
Race 2020 or something. I can't remember.
Race to 2021.
Yes.
You're finishing Race to 2021. Yes. Something like that.
Something.
Okay, my next one was the 'Twas the Night ornaments from JBW Designs, and I started with this one up here. And I got that much done.
That's really cute. There is a lot more in those than it looks like there's going to be.
There's a lot more color changes. Yeah, that's for sure. But I think, I have some white to put in on the roof of this greenhouse. And then I have some snow down underneath and the sleigh up here. And then I'm done. And the words, 'Twas the Night. And then obviously I got to put the beads in too. But yeah, I'm totally almost there.
Oh, cool. Just this. Oh, and this. Oh, and this.
Oh, and this and this. Okay, never mind. It's fine.
Race to finish it, Athena.
There you go.
Okay, so next up for me is actually one that I think I could finish before the end of the year. And it's Cabin in the Woods by Tiny the Modernist. And I spent
mine will not be finished.
I spent a day on this. But it was like the whole day stitching because I didn't feel like doing anything else. So because I stitched during the day and then we had a chat later on that night. So then I stitched for a long time in the evening on it. So I only have the white on the roof left and then the snowflakes and swirlies, and to finish off that border.
And that
Oh
is
my
the
goodness.
sparkliest piece of fabric.
It is.
I feel like I need that pattern, seeing it right there. I feel like I need that pattern. I love those mountains.
February,
It's so cute.
February 2020, Just Cross Stitch magazine.
Okay.
But
And you
maybe
can-
2 people you know already own that
Yep.
that pattern.
But if anybody
so.
else is thinking that too, February 2020, Just Cross Stitch magazine, and you can get it from the app.
Yes.
That's what I'm stitching from. Mom actually has the physical magazine.
So
Oh, yeah.
that's the one that Katie used as the reveal
Vendor reveal, yeah.
for Tiny Modernist for our box, for our nice list box.
It's so shiny.
And when I saw the picture, I'm like, I need that pattern. Where did you get that? So then we were on the hunt.
Luckily, Cheryl actually put in the caption where it was so that you could go and find it if you wanted to. So
Nice.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yes, really sweet pattern. My next one is Rose Air Blooming from Summer House Stitchworks. So this, I love the Christmas Carol Rose Air Blooming. And the words in here are from like the second verse or a later verse, not the first verse. But Carol, I can't talk. Beth Ann Seal wrote a really nice little
Description.
yes, but it's
Story.
telling her how she feels about 2020 and what the carol symbolizes for her. The words, they are like fighting me tonight. And I just was really drawn to it. So I used a piece of 32 count Highland.
Which is what I used for my wreath, by the way. I was thinking about that just now.
So that's how far I got. It's not
Right.
a really big piece.
I
As
was
you can
really
see, here's the
surprised.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And there's more
That's it.
below, right? Because you still needed to add some white to the
oh,
bottom.
yeah, there's like a tiny little border that goes under the
Yep.
words. So not much of one. It's ecru, and we had to go find
Yeah,
it.
we did go get it though.
So I started this in place of winter blooms because we figured out that we had scavenged pretty much everything out of my box.
And somewhere she has a set,
Yeah.
but amidst the chaos of her stash and our business, it was like
Packing and yeah.
we don't know where her set ended up disappearing to. So we ended up getting her new threads at the same time that we were going to buy threads for the Frogwarts pattern.
Yeah. And I said, it's a winter piece. I don't have to start it now. So
Sure. Okay, my next one is Christmas Snow Friends banner. The big, huge one that will take me forever and ever and ever.
Are you made
And
a
this is
really good
also the
art-
one that I had to tear it all out and put it all back in the right color.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I feel like you still made a really good start on it.
Yeah. That's part of the C at the top. And this is a fun fact. This is the only one I have in a, all the rest of them are in like Amazon bags. So I love this bag with the
Yes.
peppermints inside. I love this one.
my stack is fun so far because it's all been sleeves.
Yeah. I think all of mine are in book sleeves except for one because we had to pull one out of a book sleeve for me.
I
Those are the benefits of making the books.
Yes, I really liked our fabrics this year, and I kept just like sneaking one over for me and reducing stock.
or we'd be doing inventory for the week and Mom would be like, and there's only one of this one. And I'd be like, no, there should be two. And she's like, there's only one of this one. Like, okay.
Said what I said.
Next
Oh my
up
goodness.
is
Here,
Silver
I
Creek-
have mine out.
Okay, Silver Creek Samplers, my Christmas list.
You guys have seen this. 100 people are doing this. We love it.
I'm doing.
I just saw someone post a finish on that. It's really good. Love it.
I regrettably am doing mine on 40 count fabric. But it's turning out cute. It's just going slow
Yes.
for me. So this is what I got done.
And I, of
Nice.
course, start at the other end, and I'm using a piece of 32 count Heavenly Creations linen, and they're not even in business anymore. So that's what my fabric looks like. And I got
Love that.
this much done from the bottom. I had a good time with it, but I flipped the colors because I had already stitched, is born. And when I moved up, the word Christ was above on the next page up. And I just
Mm.
like double checked my my color to make sure that they were using the same color. And I thought, wait, why would they do this? And I looked, yeah. So this should have been red. This should have been blue. Mine is unique.
Yes, it is. It is yours.
I
My next one,
progress you made though.
yeah. My next one is It's Snow Cold.
Oh, I love
Which-
this one.
I like to call this one It's Snow Fun. I might change cold to fun. It's snow fun because I love snow. Snow is fun. And this is what I got done. Some white. That's it.
Stitch with ever. Speaking of a lot of white.
And this is a 28 count mystery. I don't know. It was in a mystery box that I got. So
My next project was it was part of a Deck the Halls spread, a trio of ornaments
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
Class Stitcher magazine, and it is from Stitcherovia / Emma Congdon. And it says "Have a very Merry Christmas." And I pulled this out yesterday and actually have a finish.
wow, yay! Look at that. I love that fabric.
Yes. I am still unsure about how I feel about the green on the bottom of Mary,
I like it.
but
I like it.
I think I like it. I just need to like sit on it. I was gonna add the green down here, and then it seemed weird to only have the green there, and I'd only stitched half of the letters for Mary, so I just decided to finish it in green. So yeah,
Yeah.
still marinating on it. I think I like it.
Oh, I like it. My next one is Noelle from Modern Folk Embroidery.
Nice.
And this is one that, I was in the, oh, I could just do a little bit more of this. Oh, I'll just do a little
one more stitch.
Yeah. Mine is on 32 count Irish cream linen from R&R Reproductions. And that's what I got done.
Nice.
That's a lot of stitches, let me tell
Yeah.
you.
It
Um,
is.
Just doing the border, and I think I started the circle. I used an entire skein of overdyed floss.
Wow.
And it's Holly Berry from Classic Colorworks.
Yep.
I know
I know.
because I coveted her Holly Berry because I needed it for a project, and they were sold. It was the one color they were sold out of online.
And I bought like 3 at
Yes.
All mine. Okay, my next one was Christmas Sampler 2 by Cottage Garden Samplings.
Oh, I love this one because you dyed your fabric.
Yep, this one is my fabric that I dyed, and it does not say Harry, it's beginning of Mary. And that's all I got done.
And the last one for me was this, which is a full thing of patterns from Prairie Schooler, but the big one here is called Christmas Eve.
The big one.
Yeah, the big one is called Christmas Eve, and I actually stitched on it on Christmas Eve. I actually stayed up and watched It's a Wonderful Life and stitched on this. So that's how far I got.
So
Nice.
okay, and I chose my last one to be Joy to the World from Lizzie Kate. And it has 2 patterns. I'm doing the sampler, the bigger one. And I didn't use the fabric from the kit. I'm using an orphan from Picture This Plus called Ygritte. And I'm using all of the called for threads. What I found out is that this was designed in 2012, and the words, "The Lord is come and her king," that is in the color Piney Woods. And you will see My Piney Woods is brown,
Oh.
which didn't bother me in the words, and I didn't even think about it. But when I got over here, the stem and leaves were supposed to be in Piney Woods, and it looked like I had a dead plant. So
Oh.
I had to switch, and it's another one that was close to me over there. That's all I can tell you right now. It's Loden from Weeks Dye Works. And I mean, it looked like an olivey green on the pattern, so I thought it was a good substitute. But yeah, the brown is actually, the Piney Woods was actually a darker brown than this branch part in the tree
Mhm.
here. I seriously have the cardinal to go and a few more of the little stars.
Yeah, you got a lot done.
If I could have stayed up later, it would be done, but I didn't go to bed until after 4 o'clock last night.
Wow.
And I have a new start tonight, so I'm not going to work on it tonight.
Well, and to follow that up with my impressive start over here, I've got the Secret Santa, Holly St. Nick,
The heavy
and
Santa.
The decapitated Santa.
there you go. He's got a mustache.
I love that.
That's it. That's it. Oh, and that is my last one for the 12. I did have like a surprise other one that I started, and then my long dog, both of which I left downstairs.
Okay, so that was it. We hope that you had fun watching us be crazy with our starts. I don't know what I want to do next year. I mean, obviously I'll have to do a couple of starts if I want to do this again next year
Mhm.
because I finished a couple of things. I'm really happy that I got some finishes. I think I'm going to finish Cabin in the Woods too. But I really enjoyed stitching on all of the Christmas and winter during December. I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of had a hard time getting in the Christmas mood, Christmas spirit. But working on those, I felt helped me get into that mood
It
and
was
feeling.
building an excitement that you got to
Yes.
work on that we had been kidding up
Yes.
for this whole time.
Yeah.
So
And I really like to work on things in the season.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a lot, not a lot, but some people will like work on Christmas in July so that they can have their Christmas ornaments done and finished and ready for their tree in December. Whereas I like to work on Christmas during Christmas, work on Halloween during Halloween.
Well, you and I have
So,
a similar thing where we share, like, we associate what's going on around us with the piece while we're stitching it down the line when you see it later. Because we've
yeah.
talked about that. So, like I said, I was stitching or I was stitching on Christmas Eve while watching It's a Wonderful Life. I'm gonna remember that now every time I
Yeah.
see that, which I think is why which is why I think I like to stitch on things in December because it makes me think of past Christmases.
mhm.
Okay, so you guys have kind of talked plans. Do you guys have any other plans for 2021 other than Whip Go?
I will have New Year, New Start.
Okay.
But I think my New Year, New Start at this point has 7 new starts. I will do the thing with Stitch Mania again, where I start a new project on next year. It'll be on the 21st of every month. And we'll see what that is. But I don't think Athena will do that because she's already angry enough with me over the number of whips that she now
Oh my gosh,
has.
Athena, you're not alone. I like I said, I started my stash dive actually on Christmas, and mom had been up really late the night before, so she went to bed partway through Christmas to go take a nap, and she woke up and I'm like, this is your fault. I had a pile of whips on the ground. I'm like, I didn't even start stitching again really until like the last
June.
2 days of May. Yeah. And yeah, I'm like, this is all your fault. Do you have any other plans, Athena?
I went through all my whips today and kind of just wrote them all down, and I just used a little composition notebook to keep all my stitchy stuff in. And I found that I have 50 exactly 50 whips. 50 whips and one model currently started right now. Um, but I drank the Kool-Aid. Laura made me do it. And I made a whip go board. So I officially have a plan. I have some goals for the month. So I'm excited about that. I don't want to say that I'm doing no new starts because I feel like that's setting yourself up for failure. But I'm done with starts for a while. I've started, the Halloween stuff, and then I've started the Christmas stuff. And um, during Christmas break, I got my long dog start with the whip go that I'm going to be doing. A lot of the whips I put on there were a lot of my BAPs. I have a Haid that I have not touched in like 6 or 7 months. So I would love to get that out and work on that. But yeah, for right now, it's no new starts. And trying to whip down. Like I need to get down away from 50.
So then for me, I don't have a concrete plan yet for 2021. I have what I did with during my dive. I went through all of my whips. I did not count them. I feel like I should have. I feel like I'm lacking here in having a number. But I went through and I was like, no, I don't need to work on that this year. No, I don't need to work on that, this upcoming year. And I was like, no, you're going to go into purgatory for now. and that's what I started calling it, is you're going into purgatory. Some of them got put away, some of them got pulled out and left in the I would maybe like to stitch on this a little bit throughout the year pile. And then I went through the patterns that I picked up this year. We're not going to talk about how many that was.
It's only exceeded
many.
your fabric stash, I think.
Well, you just started shopping for patterns again though this year. So like everything is brand new and you want everything.
Well, and yeah, and it's like 10 years worth of patterns that I haven't seen. So I went through all of those patterns and I pulled a stash of things that I would like to potentially work on during the year. And Mom and I were talking about this. She did this a couple of years ago actually, and I just kind of naturally did it on my own, but it makes sense. I think I'm just going to keep the bag, and when I want to work on something, it's there and it's an easy bag to pull from, but I don't necessarily have to start every single one of those projects.
Mhm.
Right.
So
You mean where I pull a group that I
Yeah.
can pull something from? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been talking with the reps too, and I know like the Steel City Stitchers do March Madness.
Oh
What do you
yeah, I wanted
think
to do
about
that.
So what do you think about that, Athena? Is that something that appeals to you?
Yeah, I really actually want to do that. She kind of broke it down for us. I think I'm gonna do like with everything, everybody puts their own variation to it, does their own kind of thing, makes it their own. 50 whips. Oh my, at least it's an even number.
Wait, was it?
So
I thought it was only 8. Oh, yours.
No,
Oh, sorry.
hers.
Sorry.
no. So my variation, what I want to do is I want to put all 50 of my whips on a bracket. So, just all of them together. And once we get to March, I'll choose. I don't know if I'll do an Instagram. I know that they said they would usually post the 2 options on Instagram, let Instagram choose. I don't know if I'll do that or if I'll just look at my 2 options for the day and say, I'm going to stitch on this one. That one wins. We'll see.
Mom's
So,
talking about doing a wheel.
oh,
So that would be another option too. If you don't want to rely on other people to choose your projects for you, just time because of timing or just because,
And I would choose
Yeah.
like, left or right or even or odd or whatever, so that I would just use the same wheel every day. I wouldn't have the names of the projects. And
yeah.
so like if it's on the left side of my paper, that's the one I'm stitching on that day, if that's what I spin. So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And the other thing that will come up will be Mania.
Yep.
And I loved my Mania last year, and I really would like to get back to those things. The thing for me that is hard is that there are things that are on my devices, and that's not how I normally stitch. And so to do that again, I think I would do really well.
Well,
if I
you
would.
enjoyed stitching. I think what it is it's hard to remember the digital
Yes.
stash. Like the physical tangible stash, like it's easy to be like, "Oh yeah, I have this. I'll, grab that." I keep forgetting that in 2021 I want to start my Lizzie Borden from the Primitive Hair. Uh
And now you have a piece of
I
blood
do.
spatter fabric.
I do. So excited. So yeah, so now I have that and I want to do that, but it's in my digital patterns, and so I don't want to forget about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you have a subscription that's digital, right?
Yeah, I have a couple of magazine subscriptions that are digital that I really enjoy, and I normally find something from.
This will be year 3 for my mania. And the first year, because I was brand new to stitching, so the first year was all starts, and I did 15. I've done 15 every year, so one every other day. So every project gets 2 days. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 spots to do new starts in 2020. But I actually only, I don't know how many I actually did. Because I fell off the mania train at
Oh,
like
yeah.
probably the 10th or 11th. So I'll probably maybe attempt mania this year. I did not do well last year, so
I do new starts during Mania because I mean, my stack is massive, but I actually have like 5 or 6 magazines in there with different Halloween and Christmas projects in the magazine. So I might pull like small magazine projects to start
Yeah.
during Mania.
You could do holiday mania.
I could. So
I don't know what I will do. I mean, like I said, I thought maybe I would do some of the digital things, but I don't know what I'll do for the rest. And
okay, so we've rambled a little bit, but
we
the
have
reason why I
one more
wanted to talk
thing.
about
Yeah.
plans was because we might want to do a monthly stitch along. Am I saying it right?
Well,
Monthly
a monthly
hashtag?
challenge, a monthly.
Yeah, hashtag challenge for you to stitch along with us on one piece. And it'll be themed according to the prior month's
Box
box's
release,
theme.
yeah.
Yes. So for January, it would be based on our nice list. So the challenge will be stitch on a winter piece. So that means that it can be Christmas if you want to, or it can be just winter. And then we'll tell you more come February about our challenge based on the January box. But yeah, we're going to work a month behind on all of the challenges because for us, when we're planning these boxes, we kind of plan so that you get the items, we ship them on the 10th of the month. They take a little bit to get to you, and then you really get to start using them the later half of the month and into the next month. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how we plan in our brains, so that's why we've backed the challenge up a bit.
nice.
So come up with a hashtag and Katie will put it in a post.
I'll put it on Instagram and in our Facebook group. Oh my goodness, we are so close to 1,000. We haven't hit 1,000 as far as I know.
Well, I don't know. For anybody who is watching and maybe knows friends who are trying to join the group, please, 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 please tell them to go back in and answer the questions, or cancel their request, start over, however you need to answer the questions, because we have a lot sitting in the holding tank right now. I'm giving them 24 hours. Once they're past 24 hours, if you still haven't answered the questions, we're done.
I know that in our DMs on Instagram currently, I have a message saying that they only got one question that popped up. And I think one of you said that you had something similar. You have to like swipe up.
You have to scroll. Yeah, you got to scroll. You'll see that one and you answer it. And then you'll see like submit question. Swipe your screen up. There's more questions down below.
But we will be posting the stitch along hashtag both on Facebook and on Instagram.
Currently on sale.
Currently on sale, ends at midnight on the 31st, is the Black Needle Society box, which this year's theme is Night Garden.
And also
And
on
then
sale,
in the in the vault right now, we have all the extras that have been kind of left over from past boxes. I know some stuff is already sold out last time I looked. So go check out the vault on the website and see if there's anything left in there to grab.
Yes. Like I said, I twisted my ankle. So we are going to get those orders packed up as soon as possible.
Mhm.
I was actually going to work on filling orders tonight. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to rest my ankle. But Tuesday or Wednesday, we will be getting those orders packed up and ready to ship out. I feel like 2020 has been a rough year for the world in general, but you know, for us personally, and hopefully for many of you in the cross stitching community, we're ending strong. We're ending on a positive note, and
Mhm.
we're really excited about 2021 and where this is all going. So,
Yeah.
with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining us, Society Stitchers, and we'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.